On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
About the whole like threat of violence thing, because I agree with you, Anton. I think a lot of men view women as weaker, so they feel a lot more comfortable puffing their, whatever. So yeah, that was perfectly proving my point. In terms of Uncle Logic, I can't understand how he's talking about emotions and feelings when he has on multiple occasions talked about the vibes. And I can just tell that you're single, Kayla. Oh my goodness. Even though Kayla is literally not single, but he's talking about somebody else's feelings. Like, it's really weird. It's weird. And if you, JB Uncle Logic, see me as a man, that's on you. I mean, if you see me or Kayla as men, that's something you need to go sort out with yourself. Okay, so Anton, maybe you can answer. Why is it that some men, not all, of course, think that, like what Rilla said earlier, he said, like, when it's another man, we have this understanding, and then he said there's a threat of violence. He said that. So why is it that, like, when a man talks to another man, he's like, man, bro, I respect you. I just wish the best for you, bro. No matter what the man did or said about him. But if it's a woman, hold on. If it's a woman that just disagrees, it's like all of this. Like, why is it? What's the difference? I'm trying to see, why is it easier to go hard at a woman than another man?
We don't go hard at a woman. What it is that
you don't.
You want me to answer?
I don't, okay.
Because I'm just curious, because
I do.
sat there and let you say your whole question. Cool. It's not that we go hard at women, is that y'all not on the same level as us. If you just really want to be honest, you're not on the same level to even be able to have a in the same way that you don't want to be in a confrontation with us. Like, we look at y'all as the weaker vessel, and the weaker vessel is somewhat like a child, right? You go at your child not because it's a higher threat of you dealing with your spouse, is that you want to impart some wisdom and you want some understanding. It's almost like you disciplining your child, because we understand that most times, especially in certain situations, you don't even know what you don't know. You don't even know the danger that you in. You don't even know the situation that you're about to put yourself in. So a lot of times we might dig into you a little bit differently because we want you to get it. Now, when you're dealing with another man, men understand, because we've lived it, there is no safety net. There is no end all be all, right? It's not that I fear you. It's just taking a calculated risk. And it's a certain level of respect that you just extend across the board, because we know that we willing to hit the nuke button. Ain't no coming back from what it is that we do. So it has nothing to do with fear. It just has everything to do with, we just understand what men are capable of, because we understand ourselves. I know what it is that I'm willing to do. And so at the same time, I'm trying to understand, how is it that I'm taking into consideration what you're saying and what the outcome can be, because these women in this world, we don't fear y'all. We don't respect y'all in the same way. We don't have the same level of reverence for you, because we understand that you're not even capable of having this conversation with us, because you have no bearing on what it is that's going to happen. The only way that y'all even been able to get to the level that y'all are is because y'all had support from society at large. Y'all not a threat to us. At the end of the day, listen, I don't care how many women power rights that y'all do. I don't care how many marches you do. I don't care how much you want equal rights for equal pay. You never going to be on our level, ever. Ever. You're never gonna have the same level of power that we have. You're never gonna be. If World War III broke out today and it was men versus women, we wipe y'all the fuck out. We have nothing that y'all can ever do that's gonna be. And I don't mean that y'all not important. It just means that we understand that y'all the weaker vessel. So it's a teaching opportunity, versus when it is that men are dealing with men, It's a conversation because we're trying to understand each other. Has nothing to do with fear whatsoever.
Hey, can I interject in? Hey, look, wait, hey,
hold on, Kay. We're gonna let Logic. He's been quiet for a little bit. We're gonna come back to you, and then we're gonna come back to you. Okay, and we're gonna come back to you, Kay.
Okay, so to answer the question, should men adjust their tone with women and men? And this brought up a conversation I had last night on Lapeef Network with JB. And I brought up this series of questions. I said, when actually conversating with women, and I asked the lady, I said, can you have a conversation with me without using these phrases? I believe, I feel, I think, I assume, I give credit to. My opinion is we're going to have to agree to disagree, or I agree with. So now the thing is that with me, at some point, men shut down. Because if it was just men on this panel, guess what? We can come to some conclusion. And then guess what? Our tone will stay the same. And even though if our tone raise up with Rilla or Anton or whoever, it's good. But the thing is that, like I said, it's only the 50%. And Kay, you prove my point every damn show. I told the people last night, I said, look, just look at Kay. Because she will base everything off of what she believe, what she feel, what she think, what she assume.
That's the king of vibes.
Hold on, Kay. Let him finish, and I promise I'm gonna let him.
Have a man.
Kay, I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come to you.
And at that point, then men will change their tone with dealing with you. Because like I said, it always stay the same. It's the 50%. And guess what, Kay? You're in the 50%. Today, I just sat back because you know what? It's insane having these same conversations and you can never get to a solution because of what? I got to base everything about what you believe or how you feel. And I'm going to tell you now, and every man won't tell you this, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Let's state what you do. Let's state how you act. Let's state how disruptive you is. And if you look at every conversation, guess what? You will always move the goalposts. And you know what? I will still tell you I love you. And then you know what? Guess what? And your sidekick there will roll her eyes all up in her head. She'll do the yawning face. And then guess what? But guess what? It does not change the fact. Talking to y'all like talking to a fucking wall. So a man would have to adjust his tone to you because he will always feel like he's talking to another man. Now you can go, baby.
Thank you. So I was actually going to say something about what Anton said. He kind of proved my point in terms of, seeing women as weaker. So it's easier to go up against someone you view as weaker. That's that. That was the point that I was trying to make. And that's what I believe. And that's why I kept questioning in Chicago about the whole threat of violence thing. Because I agree with you, Anton. I think a lot of men view women as weaker. So they feel a lot more comfortable puffing their, whatever. So yeah, that was perfectly proving my point. In terms of Uncle Logic, I can't understand how he's talking about emotions and feelings when he has on multiple occasions talked about the vibes. And I can just tell that you're single, Kayla. Oh my goodness. Even though Kayla is literally not single, but he's talking about somebody else's feelings. It's really weird. It's weird. And if you, JB Uncle Logic, see me as a man, that's on you. I mean, if you see me or Kayla as men, that's something you need to go sort out with yourself.